you never lost in the 2 in a row. Your record in MMA, you're coming off the loss, never lost. What's the secret of that?
Hard work, believing in myself, getting back in the gym when I do lose, and kind of like drowning out those negative emotions and thoughts with work.
After your fight, there is Islam Trail tweeted like, "Good job, Dustin."
Oh, nice.
Is there any idea about the fighting with the Islam?
I mean, I want to be the undisputed world champion. I haven't heard from the UFC. I haven't, fight just, the smoke needs to clear, and we need to start talking about what's next and stuff like that. But that's always the goal, is to be the best.
Yeah, I heard about that. There's the two options to fighting with the Islam. The first one is June maybe in Saudi Arabia. Another one is fighting October in Abu Dhabi.
Wow.
Are you ready to June?
My shoulders hurt, my ribs a little hurt, but
Yeah,
I feel good.
Maybe October, right?
We'll see. I don't even know if that's next. We gotta see.
Good.
But that would be nice.
You got a great reception from the crowd. They were chanting USA. What was it like knocking out a Frenchman while the crowd's chanting USA in front of Donald Trump?
It was cool. I was just happy to get the win, man. Like, it wasn't a country thing for me. It was just getting back in the win column. But I appreciate it.
I don't know if you got the chance to see Twitter, but Conor McGregor recently tweeted out, "Great fight from the French boys," and then wished you congratulations on your victory. Is that beef squashed? Has time passed between you guys?
That beef will never be squashed. No.
Okay. Maybe we can see a future fight down the line if he does make the comeback?
We'll see, yeah.
Nice.
Also, I think last month or 2 months ago, I don't know, remember. So there is you tweeted like you might be going after the welterweight. Is there any?
No. These guys are too big, man. I'm not as big as people think I am.
So how much do you want to base in this year?
We'll see. I'm only gonna take fights that like this one, a guy who's on a finished streak, kind of makes me nervous. It's a big risk. Like fights that make me feel like that, I'll consider it for sure.
There's Islam also wants to fight Justin Gaethje. He called out, and do you confident that your title shot next?
No, I'm not. I don't know what's next at all. I'm not. I think Justin's probably ahead of me. He just beat me. I beat a guy outside of the top 10 tonight. Justin beat me. I think I was 2 at the time. So he's probably next, but he's fighting Max. It's just a weird timing with the division, and it's been kind of messy.
So what about Justin Gaethje? You guys are one-on-one. So do you want to fight again? Is it a trilogy?
We'll see. We are 1-1. We knocked each other out. So one of us got to go down again, I think.
Yeah.
Dustin, congrats for your performance. Just a few words for French media.
Yeah.
It was a great performance. How do you explain your performance? Because it was a very good start of Benoit, and he opened just the door one time, and you punish him.
I knew the right hook was going to be there. He doesn't have the best technique when he starts throwing combinations. His hands come from his waist. He kind of gunslings, and his chin's in the air. We really believed in the right hook this whole training camp, and it worked.
Have you afraid at the beginning of the fight? It was a hard round for you, the first one. It was difficult for you. You think it will be very difficult for me, or it was
No, it was. I was in some bad positions. We were both straining. He felt really strong on top, but I have a lot of experience with 5-round fights, and I believe in my cardio very much so. And we don't know his. We haven't seen him pushed in the later rounds. So I was thinking the more he's straining, the more he's going to slow down. I was kind of okay with it. I wanted to bring him later into the fight.
You have an advice for the future of his career of Benoit now?
Yeah, I told him in the octagon, don't let this stop you. Keep working hard. Take care of yourself. Can't jump back in the gym after getting hit like that. Let your brain heal. He's young. He has a whole fight career ahead of him. He's still young and still learning. He hasn't been doing this that long, and he worked his way up to potentially crack into the top of the division. I have a lot of respect for the guy. He's gritty. He's a hard worker, it seems. He comes ready to fight, in shape every time. Gets hit with shots and keeps walking forward. So he has that. He has the heart. Just needs to tighten a couple of things up, But that can happen to anybody. Make a mistake in there,
He looks he looks tired when he come in the octagon. Do you feel like this? Do you feel Benoit is tired or no?
When he came into the octagon?
Yeah.
Before the fight started?
Yeah.
He was tired before?
Maybe. Do you feel he's tired in the match? No.
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 Do you feel he means the second round, maybe?
Second round?
Hmm?
Maybe second round.
I thought I didn't really notice it that much. You know, it was still early in the fight. We still had 20 more minutes to fight. But I thought the more he strained and wrestled, he'd get his arms full of blood and he'd be punching slower and I'd be able to counter him. And that's kind of what happened, but I didn't notice it in the second round that much.
There were a few times you did the guillotine choke. How
lot of
tight that
times.
was? How tight that was?
The first one was kind of tight, but it felt like it was slipping as soon as I jumped it. But the last one was really tight. The high elbow guillotine I had was very tight.
There's an octagon. Carmen advises you that stop choking guillotine, right?
Yeah, those silly gooses.
You know,
I'll
Dustin.
never stop.
Yeah.
You know, Dustin. Now in France, a lot of people are crying.
It's the hurt business.
All right.
Thank you, champ.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Back.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.